Hi. So I am going off the cuff a little bit today. I am dating today. It is July 23rd, 2020. I am in my bed again because it's been about a week and the neck won't let up. This pressure helps, so I'm recording here. With that being said, the chronic pain I'm not talking about much today, and that's okay. We're still moving forward with the ablation. And for my viewers out there, if you have looked into kratom, that would be good, again, for many ailments. Today for me is a vent. Let me explain about venting. I have a lot of people that come into my office just to vent. It feels good to just vent and get it out there if you need to, and that's what I need to do today. But I have to follow up on some things in my previous recordings. One is my son mentioned psychopathic tendencies twice. If I did not discuss this, I would not be doing diligence to my community. Psychopathic tendencies or being a psychopath is an extreme disorder. I feel sorry for all those suffering with that and their families. For my eldest, what has happened is he commenced use at such a young age, prime time where our brains are forming, that when interrupted with drug use, especially to the level that he has unfortunately used, our brains do not form the way they're supposed to. That's number one, and that's a whole story in itself. Then you add the dimension of incarceration on and off, prime time years again. You don't know who the fuck you are. That's what this is coming down to. We need good counseling. As I mentioned in one of my videos already, when incarcerated, most prisons do not provide counseling. Drug counseling that would be helpful to the person that's incarcerated. So he doesn't understand himself, rightfully so. As a counselor, I feel he suffers with a personality disorder, which there are many personality disorders, and those disorders are another entity in itself, which are not pleasant. So I have to clear that up. Also, I am very afraid. I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating. There is a disconnect with my sons, both of them still, which shows me things aren't good. Same time last year, I had footage. I had people interested, and I still do, in this story, and they wanted me to compile some videos, and I'm going to just share some of that today, because you know what, unfortunately, the same shit's going on a year later. So I feel that it's important to talk about addiction more today. I want to give a suggestion on dealing with addicts, okay? So we could try an intervention. An intervention I tried, my family tried, and it worked for my eldest when he was 19. And unfortunately it didn't stick, but at the moment it worked. So with an intervention, we get loved ones who are close to the person that's using, who are not going to be irate or loud or make, it's almost like you're tiptoeing around the attic, but you are. You got to stick to a storyline of what you miss about them prior to using. This is to come across with love, but also one of the key components with an intervention is the consequence. For example, excuse me. So if you don't go into a rehab today, I'm cutting you off from all finances. This is an example. Whatever you could hold over their heads, and hopefully they go. Also, I mentioned enabling early on, and I didn't follow up on that. And though I'm talking about these subjects like, 1, 2, 3, I don't want to bore my audience, and these are all issues and descriptions, however you want to look at it, that I will bring back up again. But I'm just trying to help in some areas. We're in a pandemic here. We got riots in the streets. Who's so worried about, the addicts right now? Not many people. Well, many, I shouldn't make that statement, but there's bigger focuses on the news is the bottom line. Enabling is, letting the addict use in your house, giving them money, feeding them, shelter. I did it. I did it for so long, like thousands and millions of people have done out there, because you're afraid they're going to die on the street anyway. God forbid. Have them in your house so you can watch them and drive yourself fucking crazy, because that's what happens. So I'm trying to disassociate myself at the present moment. It is not easy. I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. Everyone out there can relate to this that's dealing with it. I'm going to have that forum sooner than later. Maybe I'll announce this. I'm going to announce the time with the next recording. Peace and blessings. Again, please let's share and subscribe to this story. I would like to help as many out there. And again, I just want to end with, my sons know this is going on. I believe, if anything, maybe one is watching. So yeah, that could be my goal in this, is not just to help others, but watch what's going on. Let's go. Let's turn this shit around for people to see. Please. Peace and blessings, everyone.
So let's just record this because it's almost 5 a.m. and my eldest was supposed to be in a rehab. And I couldn't sleep, so I decided to call him around 2 a.m. And sure enough, he's not in a detox. And he's walking the streets. And I'm praying that he makes it. Please. I've called 5 hospitals at this point. That's another issue around here. Very hard to get the fucking help you need. Continuing with my fun-filled life, my youngest was just released from detox, and my oldest just went in supposedly last night, but I don't know if he's staying, because he left the ER just a little while ago. It's 11 Saturday morning to go get cigarettes. I don't really think you're allowed to do that when you're going to an ER and a detox. I just can't be wasting this time. I have to be in my office, and I have to help other people all night long, and I couldn't be any more sicker. I honestly couldn't. I can't believe at this age we're doing this, and I feel like I'm fucking fighting for 2 kids' lives at once. This is absolutely insanity. What? Don't look at me like that. I'm not even fucking around.
I don't know what you want me to say, man. I don't know. Really, what do you want me to say?
I don't know.
I just got out. I'm fine. I'm good now.
You're good. After 3 days of detox, you're good. Okay, well, I'm a counselor, and I help drug addicts.
I'm fucking 100% great. Did I say that?
Okay. I don't need you to get angry with me. So he thinks you're coming here to get the car, but you already spoke to him, and he said they're going to let him go.
I don't even know it.
So it wouldn't hurt to go back for the 2 days.
It doesn't work like that.
Whatever. You just left, literally. So I'm dropping you off. I don't need to engage in this at all.
Don't leave right away.
He's outside in the parking lot.
Yeah, but I don't want...
Which is crazy because he's probably being called.
I don't want him think... just don't leave her yet. Just don't leave yet.
For what reason?
Because I don't know what's gonna happen right now.
Alright, well, I'll stick around for a few minutes, but what could possibly happen?
We're gonna fight.
Why are you gonna fight?
Because I'm fucking pissed at him.
Don't fight. Well, you can't fight with him, Devin. You know how it is going in. You gotta be quiet. You think I didn't want to fucking fight with you going in? I sure as hell did, but you gotta be quiet. So, let him not talk to me. It's fine. Maybe once he gets clean, he'll change his mind. If not, it is what it is. I'm honestly...
All of us.
Okay, that's fine, but you don't have to say that to him right now. He's not in his right mind, and you know that. So to say that, it's just pushing buttons. You know, unfortunately, you gotta kind of suck the fucking asshole like I do to just get the help that he needs, is to just, that's it.
You know in your gut when your children are not right. And both of my sons were not acting right. So, P.S., Monday evening, I went to my youngest son's house with a drug test. Now, yes, my sons are older. They're 27 and 33. But as a parent, when you feel like you're going to lose your child to addiction, it does not matter how old they are. So what I'm doing now is leaning more on my story for the moment on addiction, because this is urgent. We have buried many friends on Long Island, New York, of his, due to this fentanyl that's killing people, specifically Xanax and heroin. And so my youngest, I found out on Tuesday, because I went with the drug test Monday, he wouldn't take it. Already I know that there's a problem, because when my children are clean, I'll pee for you. Okay, so he couldn't pee. So I came home and then focused on my eldest because he's not acting right. So I went to his house to speak with his fiance about his behaviors, and call me crazy, I search and I find. I'm just dealing with two of my children at the same time. And I'm afraid one of them is going to die. I don't want to get hysterical, but I just now want to use this platform for this ongoing problem, immense, tremendous problem with families out there. So I'm going to put on my pretend face for work today because I have to work. But my youngest did go to detox, and my eldest said he would go to detox, so he is on Suboxone, and he is not right at all. And I will tell you, as a therapist, I do know, so let me throw this out there, because it's not all about me. I do want to help others. Taking Suboxone is to keep you away from opiates.
Goodness!
Hold on, I got this thing in my face.
I cannot believe... Oh, you never did FaceTime, have you? Have you?
Yeah, well,
I feel like you've been gone a lifetime.
I know.
Oh
well,
my...
I don't feel that way.
You don't feel that way?
No.
You feel like you've never... What? I just can't believe you're telling me you don't feel like you've been away for 4 years, Anthony. Seriously?
Everything looks the same. Why do I feel different?
Well, what was your feelings today getting out of there?
I was very complacent.
Oh, we're complacent? It wasn't like, oh my God, freedom?
Nah.
Really?
My plate. I got a lot to do.
I know you have a lot to do, but you've been... What?
It's not the first time, so there's no...
It's a very long time.
Yeah, it's a long time, but it's not my first time standing at a bus station waiting to get picked up from prison.